Hey there, Variety here. Welcome to today's video in which we're going to be doing a raid guide for the Spider Queen Elite raid fight for Tarisland. The Spider Queen just come out a couple of hours ago on the Asia server and will be arriving later on today on the NA and EU servers. So today I'm not going to include the text, I'm going to use by voice and try this format. Hopefully it works out better as I'm always trying to improve the way the videos are created. Okay, so let's get straight to the fight. So before we start the fight, let's talk about what's going on the screen. You're going to have two types of eggs. You're going to have green eggs and black eggs. The green eggs explode when you touch them and push you away, so you can't be touching them. The black eggs, when you walk over them, they break and a little ad comes outside that does a lot of damage. So you'll see here that you have two black eggs to the right of me, away from the boss, two to the left, two behind the boss, and two to the upper right. Basically, what you do here is you need the boss to sweep the green eggs, so you can walk up the nets, and you need to kill the ads one by one. So the main tank will grab the boss and face it towards the green eggs at the top left, and the secondary tank will run around the arena, starting at the opposite side of where the boss is right now, and take out those 4 eggs. Once I've taken out 4 eggs, you'll tank swap, and the other tank will do the top 4 eggs. Okay, so let's pull the boss. I'm going to pull it over to the green eggs because I needed to swipe the green eggs. So you're going to see that I'm pulling in front. It doesn't matter if you don't get all the green eggs, you just need to get enough of them that people can walk up the web. If you look at the back now, you'll see the off tank is grabbing the black eggs. He stands on them, taunts them, kills the ads, and then moves on. What he's trying to do now is kill all 4 black eggs, and then he's going to be ready for the taunt swap. When the taunt swap happens, I will kill the other 4 eggs. I grabbed this one a little bit early by mistake, but it's okay because we're on Elite, but I definitely wouldn't be doing that on Challenge. Here's the big white eggs. Basically, everybody gets pulled in towards them, so you need to make sure you're not in the middle of the arena when that happens. Just kill whichever one's not pulling you. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so the front ads are going down. Pulling the second ad. The Spider Queen's in the middle, going to do a big AoE. You don't want to be standing in that. It does quite a bit of damage if anyone's standing inside that. And it kind of pulses too, so you need to be careful. So I've pulled the ads again. Pulling them a little bit quicker this time because we've already cleared the Elite, and with the next party, we're trying to min-max to a point. So now it's going to be the Universal Knockback. It's always the big purple in the middle, followed up by a knockback. We were very quick this time. We got the eggs done. Usually on challenge mode, the 2 eggs to the right are now being done because you just don't have enough DPS to do it. So at this point, we have to stop DPS so she can swipe the green eggs. If you push her to 70%, she will phase and your players will run into those green eggs and it'll be troublesome. Okay, so we're pushing her now. Okay, so purple go to purple, green go to green. You got 2 options here. You can attack the boss and do damage as you run up the web, or you can run up the web really quickly and take out the 4 eggs at the top. We've tried both. One's a little bit more safe, but a little less damage. Okay, so we need to kill these 4 eggs, but not too quickly. So I'm going to summon 1 now as the boss is coming up, so we're going to kill that ad. Ideally, you want to get 2 or 3 ads out before the green ads come out. So that was just an interrupt. You need to make sure you interrupt. We're killing the second ad. Dealing with just general AoE damage. And you can see there the ad is actually shooting at the other platform. So the more ads you have up, it's not doing damage to your party. It's actually doing damage to the other side of the raid. So it's actually critical you don't leave these ads up. So we kind of mess up a little bit here. We shouldn't have pulled the 4th black egg. You need to primarily focus on the green ones. So the green ones spawn. And the second they spawn, they drop black eggs on the ground and they move. Ideally, you want to avoid the black eggs, kill them, and then come back to the black eggs. We did a little bit sloppy here because we were with some new members and, taking them through the raid. But we get through it regardless. So as you can see, this green one's dying way too slow. But we get it down. Okay, so almost all of the eggs are down. 1 egg is left. We need to make sure that egg dies while we're following the boss mechanics. So now it's going to summon the big white egg, and the white egg's going to pull the other platform. So you just basically need to kill it. I believe at this point I pulled the extra egg a little bit early, but we needed something to attack now anyway, so we're going to kill that ad as well as run away from the boss because she's doing the same mechanic as before. I just walked into that because I am silly, but you know. Okay, so at this point we're just kind of pushing. We're getting pushed. Stand right underneath. You have to be very careful there. You can stand on the edge and stand behind, or you can stand in the middle, stand underneath. Doesn't really matter. Both work. Okay, she's going back up to summon more green ads. Be careful. It's going to summon the black eggs as soon as they land. As you can see, I pulled the second one because I'm silly again. One's dead, though. We killed that much quicker, and now we're going to try to kill the second one. This is kind of early on in the day. By the time we're in challenge runs later in the day, we were much better at doing this. You know, I didn't run over eggs. As for the green eggs around the outside of the arena, you don't need to worry about them. But if you run into them, they will explode and they'll push you off the edge. Okay, so the queen's going to come back down. You know, non-stop constant ads, as you can see. Another egg that's pulling us in. It's a really straightforward mechanic, just kill it. But as you can see, we're leaving the ad up too long. That's doing damage to the other team. That's something we really got better at. So kill the ad, move out. So we're pushing her down, so she's going to get ready to move to the next platform. Okay, web's up. Make sure you interrupt, as you can see there. The other spider on the other team, they're actually doing a lot better than us, so the spider actually gets to the platform before us. If you're behind the spider, she'll put that green stuff on the ground. So that's why you need to make sure that you're not behind the spider. Always try to be in front. When we get up here, the spiders are going to merge. Ideally, what you're going to do here is one person's going to main tank, and the side tank is going to run around and grab the eggs one by one. And then the DPS are going to kill the black eggs while you're doing, the normal mechanics. We tried doing this without killing the black eggs. It didn't work too well. It actually caused us to wipe. I think she had 1 or 2% HP left. So here we have 3 greens, but it's okay because we have the full team, so we can burst them pretty quickly. It's much easier when you have your full team there. Okay, wipe them out. We're going for the second one. As you can see, it's pretty much the same mechanics over and over again, right? Green ad, black eggs, kill ads, right? Summon more ads, kill more ads. Okay, so she's back down. At this point, we're pretty much just going to use the same mechanics and try to burst her to the end. So here I am, the main tank, pulling the boss around its usual attacks. You know, it's big AoE attacks, it's purple attack, summons more sacks, summons more ads. And the off tank is running around the edge of the arena, picking up the black eggs. It's really important that you don't leave black eggs on the map because they do get summoned at the end and they will crush your raid. That's what happened to us last time, and we died at 1%, and I was a little bit fatigued because of it. She's going to go up here, and then she's going to come down, and we're going to fight her in Enrage mode. And this is where the fun begins, Enrage mode. Fortunately, I had some cooldowns to resist that, and successfully beat the boss. So the elite is now down. This was the second time we killed it, and hope this guide helps you kill it as well. Thanks for watching.